Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Marianne.
Good morning, Terry. I'm happy to
Oh,
be here.
me too, and happy Friday, everybody. Uh,
Yay!
let's get in here and celebrate, celebrate.
I'm going to go on so I can see the comments.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up
Let me
on
see
my phone
first.
so I can see who all's coming in with us. There's such a, oh, there we are. I was going to say there's such a lag right now. It doesn't come up quickly. So hello, hello. Hi, Natalie Brown. Thank you for coming in. And when you all come in, just help us share this out. Putting it on my timeline now. And we've got people. Good morning,
Charlie is
Deirdre.
on.
Charlie.
Charlie's Angels. I love that.
I know. It's so fun. Oh my gosh. We have a blast with
I
our
know.
family.
Karen cracks me up.
Sally's here. Good morning, Sally and
Good
Pritchetta.
morning, Sally.
How's everybody doing this Friday morning?
Happy
for
Friday.
For some people, it may not even be morning. Jean
yeah.
Lorio. There's our girl.
Jean is up and about.
I know. She got up early this morning. She wanted to see you.
Jean had a big day yesterday.
Yes, she did. She was online a lot.
She was.
All right, one more share and then
Let's see.
Put the phone down. Let's see what we got. I see 11. It's night for Natalie. And there's Charlie.
Natalie, where are you at?
Let me get to where I can see who's on. There we go. Catherine Kovacs came in.
Hey, Catherine.
Greetings and salutations. I love that. That's what I channel some of the ascended masters, and that's what they usually say to me when they come in. Greetings and salutations. I love that. Oh, Natalie is in Perth.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place.
Hold on, let me get to the right place.
Where are you at? Oh, you're in Enlightened Living?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't see that. Oh, there we go. Now I see everything.
Yeah, now you see the family.
Good morning, Pritchetta.
So what's going on Friday for everybody? I know it's another day, right? But I feel like there's at least some distinction now in the days. You know, when we were in total lockdown, it was like, oh, it's just another day. But there's some routine happening, at least for me.
I'm feeling a schedule. I'm feeling like I'm on a better schedule, and I have a routine. And that kind of keeps me balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Carol Ann.
Hi, Carol Ann. And Prachetta's asking where you are, Marianne.
Oh, Mobile, Alabama. Alabama. I'm on the Gulf Coast. Yeah.
Yeah. So not too far from Florida.
Not too far. Okay, let me put this where I can see it.
We're getting most of the family in here. Oh, it's been a week. Anybody else feel like this week was just grueling? I have just been so busy that I barely had time to just sit with me. I'm making the time to do those things that I'm committed to, you know, like the chanting, this book that we're working through, the Return to Me.
So good.
Oh my gosh. Yesterday was another day where I had to really go deep and, you know, answering those questions.
Do you find that it changes in the book, your answers? Do you go back and not really?
Well, when we did the meeting on Wednesday, I flipped back through the week for all of my answers, and some of them I don't even remember writing. I think when I go in to answer the questions, I just like go into a trance mode or something to
Right.
to dig in there, because when you're digging inside and really finding what's in there, you're not focused on anything but that.
Mhm.
And so when I went back and reread some of those answers, I'm going, wow, I wrote that. But I think I'm evolving as I go through to the other chapters, and those questions, they just get deeper. It's like, oh my gosh. And the daily tasks, that's what I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, I'm going to keep doing this, like the things that you commit to early on, like what do you want to add into your daily routine? And one thing I said was exercise. Well, I'd forgotten that I had even written that. And then all of a sudden I was exercising every day. And when I was flipping back through my answers, I'm going, I said I was going to do that. And here I am doing it. So it's like, I think a lot of it's going into our subconscious when we
And
write it
writing down
out.
is so powerful. It is so
Yeah.
powerful to write something down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deidre said it's Groundhog Day.
Oh, still just another day. Yeah, well, we're pretty much open here. I mean, we still have to wear masks everywhere we
Mhm.
go, but I think pretty much everything that's here is open right now. So I have a lot of clients here locally that I see them in person.
Mhm.
So I've been having a lot of appointments this week where I've been going out of my house and traveling, and the traffic, oh my gosh, it's just like we were never in lockdown. There's
Wow.
so much traffic here. So I'm not going to miss that part of South Florida at all, the congestion on the interstate.
Well, I've noticed, I went up to Montgomery, Alabama, and I noticed, I mean, it's packed. It's like hurricane evacuation. People are traveling.
Yeah,
They
people
want
are
to be
traveling.
out. Yeah, they want to be out. So we just got to be careful.
Just being careful, using common sense, and still being aware of what you're
Mhm.
doing, respecting other people's energy fields. And I've noticed, like in the grocery stores, they have it, all the signs are everywhere, social distance, keep 6 feet apart, go down the aisle one way instead of, two ways walking down the aisle so that you're not in that close proximity. And
Right.
that's the first place I've noticed that people are not respecting that in the grocery aisle. And, you'll be going down that one way aisle, and all of a sudden there's people coming at you. And I'm like, wait a minute, did they change
Yeah.
it? And then I'll look at the end, it's like, nope, it's still there. But, I don't know what the answer is to this compliance thing. It's like,
I
we're
know.
such rebels. I'm a rebel myself. I always have been. If somebody tells me I have to do something or I have to do it a certain way, I'm like, really? Just watch. But this is so huge. It's like,
We
why
have
would
to
you
we have to
rebel?
take it outside of it's just about us. I mean,
Yeah.
it's about protecting other people right now. And I feel like just comply and maybe we could get through this a
Mhm.
lot easier and get over it.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And we learned yesterday that there is, what did she say, like 14 million people that are chanting with a specific date in mind
Yes, I
that
love
this
that.
is going to go, that COVID is no longer going to be this huge issue that it is now. And that date is November 18th, which is not that far away.
Yeah.
So there are our chanting family that we have that comes together every night. We've committed to doing 2 hours a day of chanting for that specific purpose with that intention in mind, because that's the thing about chanting. You know what you're chanting for. You're not
Right.
just chanting. There's always an and intention of what you're going to see the evidence of. And we've had so many miracles. I hope that you all listened. If you got a chance, listen to us yesterday on Gratitude Happy Hour. The chanting family was on, and there were so many testimonies of things that have happened, and the difference that we've seen. And Marianne, I know that I've even seen a difference in you, because I didn't know you until like March or so when we started the Angelic River family. But there's more of a confidence, I think, about you even.
Oh
So I
yeah,
feel like it's
I feel the
changed you.
difference. I feel lighter chanting. I feel like, there's not so much of a focus. I forget what is going on. I mean, I know when I go out to shop, but I don't, the focus is not on the bad. And
Mhm.
I feel lighter. I
Yeah.
feel, things feel more manageable,
Mhm.
not so heavy.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed too, is the positive aspect of it.
Hmm.
Looking at what's going right, looking at the miracles and the things that are happening that's good. That's
Yeah.
been a big change I've seen in myself. Okay, so let's see, we got some comments. And Carol Ann says she just got back from her walk and chanting. And there's a few people that's in our chanting group that walk and chant at the same time. I think that's awesome.
Charles, what did you think about the book? He said he just got his book.
Oh, he just got his book.
Hmm.
Yay. And Gabby's here. Hi, Gabby.
And Christina?
Hey.
Yeah, it's not going to take that long, and just comply. Just do it for somebody else. Don't get so mad.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a guy, I was shopping and it was just me and him in the store. It was a small store. And he came up to me and he was like, ripped down his mask and he was like, this, I don't want to do this. And I said, we have to do this just to be safe. And he
Yeah.
was like, this is ridiculous. And I'm thinking, please put your mask back on.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
I'm big
so
screening, you guys. I feel like a hand.
oh.
Oh gosh.
I know. Yeah, I had the HDMI cable where I can put things on my computer up on my big TV, and
Oh
it's so
nice.
interesting. Sometimes I do YouTube on there a lot, so I can have
You
it
need
big
to
where I
do
can
that
actually
while we're
see it.
chanting.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. So we decided last night to do a 2-hour chant, and we're going to do it on the 22nd, which is a big master number day. So the energy will be really high. So we'd
Yeah.
love to have some of you come in, if you can't stay for the whole 2 hours, at least come in, for some of that and support us as we're doing that. And Prachetta says that the 18th of November is the SGI day, the Sokagaya day. And that's where that number came up, that date came up for us to say that's when we're going to see that change.
I wonder why they chose that day. Is it a,
I don't know. Maybe Prachetta knows.
yeah.
Yeah, and Christina just got a notification that her copy of Return to Me shipped today and will be at her place tomorrow. Yeah, I'm loving the book. I really am. And I heard from Allie. She's taking a break from Facebook right now. We need to do that every so often, just
Mhm.
like step away from it. And she said that she was going to watch what we did with our first meeting and listen to the comments. So I was glad that
It's
she was at
very
least going to
addicting.
do that. Yeah.
Facebook is very,
Facebook, all of social media. Sometimes I don't go onto Twitter that much, but when I go on, it's like I find all these interesting things that are coming up because I'm subscribed to a lot of the animal stuff on Twitter.
Mhm.
So there's webcams that are set up everywhere, and I have those, the comments from those that come onto my Twitter feed. So sometimes I'll see what's going on with some of the birds that I used to watch. I used to watch ospreys out west. I think they were like in
Oh,
Montana or somewhere. And it was so interesting because we would watch these ospreys when they were mating and when the eggs were hatching and you know, how many babies there were. It's
oh,
just really interesting. So I get caught up when I go onto Twitter. I know everything that's going on with my birds. And
I
it's not
love
just
it.
birds. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
webcams like with bears, and the bears are interesting because you get to see them out in the wild, but you also get to see like the baby bears because we don't get to see that a whole lot. You know, the
oh.
moms are so protective of them.
I love Instagram. There's pottery and gardening
Yeah.
and cooking, and I'm just like scrolling.
Mhm. Yeah,
Very
I do
addicting.
the same thing. So it is addictive. We get caught up in that, and before you know it, a whole morning is gone. So I have to really just remind myself, you know, just turn it off. And I have been doing that. I've been honoring myself lately in doing that. You know, just
Yeah.
shut the computer off unless I have a commitment to be there to do something.
You can feel so pulled by it. Jean said, don't forget we chose our day because it will be our 77th day chanting.
That's right.
7.
Yeah, those amazing sevens.
Yes.
And
Rachetta
let's
said, what
see.
time?
Oh, our normal time, I think. Did we say? I think we said the normal
We didn't
time.
say. Our
Well,
normal,
we'll decide that tonight then.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll decide tonight when we're going to do that 2 hours. Um, I saw somebody say something about ironing and chanting. Jean Lorio, iron and clean house and chant because it makes me happy.
It does. It clears your mind. You're not ruminating about, bad stuff. You can redirect.
Mhm. Charles hasn't done any writing yet. He just looked at the first couple of pages. Well, I tell you what, that book is amazing just to flip through with all that photography that's in there.
Mhm.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then the sayings that they put on some of those pictures. I,
I know.
yeah, I just really get a lot of energy from just that. You know, a lot
Are
of,
you still doing the YouTube I am, the
yes,
videos?
I am.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, every day. I do it in the morning. So after I get up, I chant for like 5 minutes before I even get out of bed. And then I immediately turn on the I am affirmations and let that play while I'm making my tea and, you know, getting ready for the show and setting everything up. And then I do the Nam Myoho Renge Kyo on my phone, the SGI app, where you can play that chant on the phone. And I let that play until it's time to go on the air.
Tina Turner has a great one on YouTube. It's
She does.
beautiful. So I have a question. I want to see if you
Uh-oh.
know what this is. See, can you see it? What stone is that? The blue. Does
I
anybody
haven't.
know?
Is that lapis? There's lapis lazuli. I'm not
I,
sure if that's it or
I
not.
forget.
If Sally's on, she'll probably know.
Sally, do you know?
I don't know if is she here?
She may
I'm
be
not sure if
listening.
she's here. Or Rick is here. Rick Morrow. Rick, if Josie's around, can she see if she knows what stone this is? Can you hold it up again?
Yeah.
Rick, we're trying to figure out what stone
It's
this is.
very fragile.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean,
It
it
may,
just pieces are
it may
falling
be,
off.
it may be lapis. Somebody said kyanite. Maybe Michelle Davidson. Good morning. Michelle said it may be kyanite. Oh, Sally says yes, it's lapis. Lapis lazuli. I love that stone.
So what is it? What is it? Is it used for meditation? I have
You can use.
crystals. I have regular crystals, but I have this one
Mhm.
too. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, it is beautiful. Yeah, lapis lazuli. So Sally, if you have any information about it, maybe you can put that in. I know that I have some and I love it. It's a powerful stone.
I
So while she's
charged it.
doing that, yeah, I charge all of mine. I leave them by the front window so that when the moon shines in on them, I don't even have to take them outside. They get all that energy.
Oh,
Right there.
nice.
Okay, so let's see what the comments are.
Crocetta. Oh, it's the anniversary of the establishment of Sokagaya.
Oh, cool. So that's the November 18th date. Okay.
Ooh, I like what Sally said. It's a great psychic stone. I keep a large one when I do my readings. It helps with focus.
Focus. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to share, because I didn't yesterday, the chanting has helped my intuition and just knowing things. So
Right.
it really has helped a lot. Clear, clear my
Ah,
mind.
it does. It will do that because it's changing you on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing I've noticed is there's so much more focus with everything. And even like with reading, I used to read like 3 books at a time. I would read some in one and then I put that down and read some in another. But this one, it's like there's crystal focus on what I'm doing. So this book that I'm working on, that we're all working on right now in the book club, I can't wait to pick it up every day. And it's like I'll do the one chapter or the one day exercises, and I'm like, I want to go ahead. I want to go to the next one. But I'm like, no, I'm just going to sit with this one for now. So it's making me also, in addition to having focus, is helping me with discipline. And I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's what Allie talks about in the affirmations. That it's really a discipline that we're doing. And Prachetta mentioned that also with the chanting.
Mm-hmm.
You become more disciplined when you're focusing on expanding yourself and improving yourself. There's that part of it where you set boundaries and you set healthy boundaries.
Right.
So yeah.
I love the clearing the karma, just
Mhm.
clearing the past and imagining that all that is just, there's no attachments. We don't have to do this again.
Right. Yeah, I don't have to repeat this lesson. Stacy is here. Good morning, Stacy. And Suzanne DeBozy, good morning to you.
Sally said, yes, my intuition has come in stronger too. It really has. I feel really connected.
Yeah, absolutely. It does change you. I know Sally chants a lot, and they play it over the music system there where her shop is. They
Yeah,
play
I
the
think it
chanting.
clears your mind to receive,
It
anything
does.
you need to know.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Gabby bought herself a massive selenite wand as a present 2 days ago. I love it. I'll have to
Oh,
show
wow.
you on mine. It's
Go
over
get
by
it.
me. Let me go get it.
Go get it.
Because I used to, a year or so, no, maybe 2 years ago, I was charging these selenite wands and embellishing them, and then we use them to clear the aura. So let me go get mine.
Oh, yeah, I want to see. Stacy, both the chants clear your karma that we've been doing. And then I looked up and did some research, and there's actually research. Oh, cool.
This is my selenite wand.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really big and really heavy. But what I do with it, you clear your aura with it. It pulls off anything that's low vibration from your aura. So like if I hold my arm out and I run this down my arm, I know my green screen's going
Your
to mess
arm's
with it.
disappearing.
My arm's disappearing. But you can actually, when you do this, you actually can see the trail of energy as it pulls it away from your aura. And I start at the top of my head and I just run it through my whole aura, and it clears it. It just clears any of that low vibration energy. So it's a very powerful stone.
Nice. You use it for your readings, like maybe in between readings?
I use it like if I'm doing energy healing for a client, I will actually use the selenite wands on their aura before I do any of the energy healing. For myself, I do that. It's good to clear your aura every day. So I have it sitting where I pass it when I'm on my way out of the bedroom to the bathroom. So I can just grab it and I can do the clearing like every
Clear
morning.
it out. I love sage. I love burning sage. My kids used to
I do
joke
too.
that, oh, she's burning that witchy stuff.
Oh
But I feel
yeah,
like it clears out the house.
it does. Yeah. You know, there's liquid sage as well. We
Yeah, I
have a
need to
liquid,
get some of that.
we have a liquid smudge. Excuse me. It's in a little spray bottle, so you can just spray that over
You're not
yourself in
smoking
the
up the whole
house,
house.
and you're not smoking up the house. I do house clearings where I go in and clear energy in the houses. And so I take both. I take the sage you burn and the liquid because some people don't want it burning in their house. So you just spray their house.
Yeah. Carol
Stacey
Ann said
says
chanting has helped me to settle my mind for meditation.
it does.
It has.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait till we do that 2 hour one and we're all going to just be in that meditative state and not want to come back out.
We're going to be stoned. We're going to be, feel like.
I know. Oh, Julie Kiss joined us. Hi, Julie. And Gabby says she'll show a picture of her wand, her selenite wand. She
Stacy
holds it
said, my
clenching in her
husband said the
thumbs.
sage makes him cough. It is. It's getting those demons right out.
Yeah, it definitely clears the air.
They were
Purging.
always very offended by it when I would sage the house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Purging.
So
Carol Ann said, my daughter thought I had a fire in my bedroom when I burned my sage.
I think that's what my neighbors think. They think I burn food every day.
Well, and it smells a little bit like pot. So your neighbors are probably like, she is lighting up.
Oh, let me tell you, I inhale their secondhand smoke from their pot, so they can put up with my sage. Yeah, it's like a nightly thing. I'll be sitting there doing something. It's like, oh boy, here comes the contact high.
You don't even have to pay for it.
Don't even have to pay, it's free.
Free. Oh, I like this. I use selenite in my crystal healing as well.
Mhm. Absolutely, it's a great cleaner.
Jean Lorio. Everybody, I don't know, family, they just get offended by burning sage. My kids were like, oh, why do you do that?
Do
It's
they
nothing new.
understand it? Do they understand it now?
They do now. But when they were kids, they were like, oh, it stinks.
Right. Yeah. Well, I like the smell of it. I always
Too.
have.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, Gabby says, I love my crystals. I've started making little grids all through my house.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah, I don't have a date yet from Rosa, who is going to come on and talk about the gridding, but I do it all the time. I just put the stones out that I want to focus on an energy from and set that intention, like for abundance or whatever it might be, protection. That's a huge one. I keep that one by my front door, the crystal grid at the front door for protection protecting energy
So do
coming
you
in, going
call,
out.
yeah, do you call in the angels every
Mhm.
single day for
Oh
protection?
yeah,
And I've
yeah.
started doing
Archangel
that.
Michael. Yep. I say good morning to them as soon as my eyes open.
I've never done the gridding. So you get a grid and how does that work?
I use patterns. You can download patterns off the internet. There's all kinds of them. The one I have for abundance is in the infinity symbol. So
Mhm.
I just place the crystals in an infinity symbol. And that one I have set up specifically with the intention of bringing more prosperity. So I use stones like citrine and
Okay.
quartz. I have a lot of citrine on it. I have turquoise on there. So whatever stone is going to pull in that energy, that's what I put in the grid. And then you open it up, you activate it with a clear crystal, like clear quartz, and you just, as you're going from stone to stone, you're doing a connection to it so that it makes the grid flow, the energy
Oh,
of it flow. And then I set it where I can see it. So it's sitting out, in my room. And the one for protection, that one's in a circle. So I start with the four directions. I put like a protective stone, like I think I have tourmaline and hematite, and I have another dark stone. I can't remember what I have there. I have tiger's eye in there, but I do the four directions first. So I put stone, no, I'm sorry. I do the center first. So I put one in the center. That's your connecting stone that's right in the center.
mhm.
And then I start with the four directions, putting a stone there, and then just fill in going around the circle. Whatever stone calls to me to go there, then I just put them in there. And then I again do the connection with the clear quartz and setting the intention. I love gridding. I have had so many things that have manifested just from putting that intention out and focusing that energy that's coming up from the stones that I placed. So yeah, I
Nice.
love doing it. I really want Rosa to explain it because she can explain it like really well.
Oh, I hope she comes on.
I hope so. She
Yeah.
said she would. She's been very busy. She is a nurse, registered nurse that oversees a nursing home. And they've had so many COVID cases there that
Mhm.
she said it's now a COVID facility.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, so they
Where
have,
is she at?
she's in Miami,
Ooh.
just south of me. Yep. So there's a lot still going on down there, a lot of cases, a lot of new cases.
Not a bottle of wine. Not Gabby asked about, let's go back. Stacy Lynn replied to Gabby's about smoking pot. What are our thoughts? I'm thinking like wine, it would relax you enough to hear the messages. Not a bottle of wine. So maybe a wee puff.
uh, yeah, I stopped using alcohol 2 years ago, not
Yeah.
because of any problem with it, but because of the sugar content.
Hmm.
So I cut out sugar totally out of my diet 2 years ago. So anything like that, that's going to turn to sugar inside your body, I just steer away from it. And I don't, I was never a heavy drinker. I loved having a glass of wine to relax every so often, but that's why I stay away from it. As far as using it to connect, I don't know that it's going to bring in more of a connection because you want a clear
It dulls
channel.
me out. It dulls me
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
yeah, you want a clear channel. You want your energy that's coming from that third eye to totally connect with your higher self.
Hmm.
And when you do that, your vibration changes, your whole energy shifts into that higher frequency. And anything that alters that, this is just my opinion. I don't know what other people think or what your experience is, but what I've noticed, like in the past, when I would have the wine, or something with alcohol, it it does mess with the connection. And so your frequency, when you're trying to raise your frequency, that's going to interfere with that vibration. That's just been my own personal experience with it.
Well, I like having a glass of wine every now and then, but I wake up after I've had wine now and I am on fire. I don't know, it just triggers sweating. I mean, I'm going through menopause anyway, but it just seems to make it worse. So I have to kind of weigh, do I want to wake up, burning up? And I like sleeping. And I don't like feeling hot.
Oh, yeah, I agree. All right, so let's see what kind of comments we got. Sally talking about saging. Sally says, Jordan's boys know how to spread their arms when the sage comes out now.
That's good.
And lift their feet. Make sure they lift their feet so you can get underneath and get the root chakra sage. Christina says, my daughter hates the smell of sage, so I burn when she isn't around. Spray or burn cedar or sweetgrass. Oh, I love the smell of sweetgrass too.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Now I have oils. I have a, what is it called? I put in the, oh my gosh.
Oh, a diffuser.
Diffuser.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. I have one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I burn a lot of lavender, or it's steam actually that comes out. I use lavender a lot. And eucalyptus.
I love
eucalyptus is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have patchouli incense. I burn that a lot.
Yeah.
Christina says, I'll have to look at some patterns for the grids. I thought I put in the Angelic River family group the link to the patterns, but I'll make sure that's in there, Christina, so you can find those patterns. And you don't have to like place the stones on that paper. You can just follow the pattern and put your stones in. I use like it's what you paint on, the canvas. I use the piece of canvas and just place mine on the canvas and then just set it there and let it sit.
Right. Christina, what is the name of the book that you just picked up about this?
Carol's asking, are there any other ways to charge crystals? We rarely have a clear night or full moons, so does it matter if it's cloudy? It doesn't matter if it's cloudy. It's the energy that's coming through from it. But you can also charge your stones with selenite.
Ooh.
Just place them on there. Place your stones on the selenite. I have a friend that has like a huge piece of selenite. And sometimes I go and I just put my feet on top of it because of that energy that comes from it. But it will charge other stones. Nice. So there's certain ones that you'll find that will do that. And selenite is definitely one that helps to charge them.
Christina said, I seldom drink alcohol anymore. It just doesn't I don't usually feel well the next morning, next day.
No, yeah, I didn't either.
I know.
Well, it dehydrates you, for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was noticing, even with one glass, like what she's saying, one glass of it, I'd have a headache the next morning because it pulls the water out of you, dehydrates you.
Yeah. Ooh, I love burning sage and patchouli incense together. I love that. I love patchouli.
Yeah, me too.
My husband says I smell like dirt with patchouli. If I put patchouli oil, he said, oh, you smell like dirt.
Aw, well, that's a good thing. You're grounded.
Yeah.
And Jean says, oh, great, Terry. I've been using the infinity symbol because I didn't know any grids. It just seemed right to do the infinity. Yeah, I love the infinity symbol. I see it a lot. We have some place here, I didn't know what the place is, what they do there. It's called The Source. And they advertise all over the place. So like we have a great bus system. And that we have a lot of the benches where people wait for the bus. And that infinity sign is there. It's on almost every one of those benches. It's so cool to see that. I'm going to type in that it's prayer request time, if you can believe
Oh,
that.
Gabby, I'm jealous. That sounds wonderful.
What's that?
She said, well, my bad. I just had 2 glasses of red, goddess bath salts, rose petals, candles, meditated for 40 minutes. I love that.
Awesome. I love that too.
Yeah. Cheers to you. Yes.
Gene says, I only drink wine before I go to the dentist at his suggestion because the deadening shots wouldn't work. It works great. Yeah.
Okay, whatever works.
Whatever works. Yeah, and Sally just said selenite always carries a charge, always. Yeah, so if you want your other stones to be charged, just place them on the selenite. And Jeanette is here. Good morning, Jeanette Wasileski. And then Graham. Let's see if anybody else came in. And I did type in that it's prayer request time, if you can believe it. And Pachette is making a suggestion. She said, can I kindly make a suggestion? If we do 3 hours Daimoku, we can do 10,000 Daimoku. That is, we can chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo 10,000 times. Kindly advise. Well, we'll schedule it for 2 hours. And if anybody wants to keep going, then we'll do another hour.
Maybe we could start earlier.
Yes, that is a definite possibility. Yeah. Yeah, I'm up for that. We could start at like 6 o'clock my time. So that would be, I think, what would that be, 5 o'clock for you, Marianne? I think you're an hour behind.
Yeah.
And Jean's an hour behind that. So yeah, that is a definite possibility. Okay.
Cannabis and spiritual practice, the ecstasy of Shiva. So Christina wrote in that, and it's 2 different books, The Calm of Buddha by Will Johnson and Cannabis in Spiritual Practice, the Ecstasy of Shiva.
Okay. Awesome.
Now that we've had a morning of drugs and alcohol.
I know. You never know where this conversation goes.
Where the conversation is going to
go. So Gabby's question, I have a lot of selenite in my bedroom. Is it too charged? Is it too charged? No. Selenite always carries that charge, like Sally was saying. So you can't charge it too much. Yeah, it's good. And it will clear the energy in there for sure.
Oh, Gabby, I saw that she put prayers for the air elementals. A lot of people are saying that the angels are coming in right now. Have you heard about that, Teri?
Well, they're always here, but they're really revving up, protecting us and helping us to understand things more. I think it was about a year ago that Ruth Anderson with Enlightened World got the message of the 500,000 earth angels that are right now helping all of us. So we all have those angels constantly working with our energy and helping us to elevate all of our clairs. All of that intuition is kicking up a notch, and the ability to see, hear, feel, all of that. So yeah, they're here in force. I love it. And somebody yesterday had asked for more information about hosting the archangels.
I joined a group, and a bunch of us did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good. Hosting the archangels. Yeah, I'm an admin on that group.
I'm curious.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Nobody's on tomorrow, so why don't I tomorrow explain the whole tradition, how it got started, and
can you explain just a little today?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can. As people put in your prayer requests, continue to do that. So it started as a result of the Pay It Forward movement. wanting to bring something really great forward to bless other people and to bless our world.
Mhm.
So the tradition is that you have a set date that you're going to invite the angels to your home, and they come at a certain hour. So like for me, it's 10:30 at night where I am. So whatever that comes out to where you're at, it's 10:30 at night. And you clean your house before they come, just like you're expecting guests, physical guests to come to you. So you make sure your house is clean out of respect. And then you set up an altar. And the altar contains a white candle, a white flower, an apple, and then you write out on a piece of paper, you write out 3 wishes. The first wish is for yourself. What do you want? What do you want? What do you desire? So you write something out that you would like the angels to respond to that request. The second one is for your family. So whatever you want to ask for your family, you would write that out. And then the third one is for Mother Earth. What is your request for the angels to look at for Mother Earth? You seal that up in an envelope and you place the apple on top of it. So it stays that way. The altar stays that way the whole time they're with you.
Mhm.
And I also add some crystals when I do my altar. I put crystals in there. I have so many figurines of angels, so I like place it around so that, everything looks good. I always add Kuan Yin on my altar for the compassion. So then you light the candle when it's time for them to be there. You light the white candle, and that candle is going to burn the whole time they're there. You can put it out if you're not going to be home just for safety, but you want to keep that candle lit during that whole time. And they're going to be there for 5 days. 5 days and 5 nights, the angels are going to visit with you. So at the time that they're coming, you open the door and invite them in, and you have words that you say. You tell them who sent them to you, because this is the pay it forward. You pass them on after they visited with you. So whoever sent them to you, you welcome the angels and you say, thank you. I appreciate that so-and-so asked you to come and visit with me for 5 days. And you welcome the angels in. And then you just spend time in their energy. What I do, as soon as they arrive, I sit down with them. I envision them sitting on my couch and I'm sitting here in the chair, and I'm like, okay, angels, welcome, and let's talk. I explain to them what my desire is for that time. I have an intention for having them there. What do I want to receive while they're there from them? What do I want them to listen to me about? What do I want to share with them? So then after the 5 days is up, you would choose someone to send them to. You can choose up to 3 people is the tradition. And you write their names and their addresses, or if you don't have their physical address, you write where they're at in the world. And you ask the angels to go there. You open the door again and tell them goodbye and tell them, appreciation. Thank you for being with me. You burn the 3 requests. I usually use the candle flame and burn that. You eat the apple, and then you return the flower to earth. You just, instead of throwing it in the garbage, return it to earth so it can just decay on the earth. So it's a wonderful tradition. I have done it probably 10 times now.
And so
And
they're there
every time,
5 days.
every time is different. Every time with them. And if you go somewhere, you can take them with you. I'm just like, come on, angels, let's go. We're going on a road trip. And every time has been such a unique, it's been a unique experience. And what I've found is like at different times, there's different ones of the angels that step up more prominently. So if I'm in need of healing, I had them in just before I had my cancer surgery last year. And I found that Raphael was really the more prominent one, the angel of healing. And his energy was constantly working with me. But it was during that time I had been really struggling with the fact that I had cancer. So it was during that time that I invited them in to do this tradition. And I just was in tears most of the time they were here. And I said, I just really need some understanding about this. You know, I need you to help me to sort through what happened, why this is happening. And they did. And they really showed me that this was something that I chose, not cancer, but I chose these types of struggles so that I would have that knowledge that can't be taught. You know, when you go through something huge, nobody can teach you how that feels. Nobody can teach you what it's like to receive a diagnosis or to have something ripped away from you, or to go through a surgery where you lose a body part, or, you know, in one of my cases where I gained a body part because I had a kidney transplant.
Right.
So there's nothing that can teach you going through something like that where you know it from the inside out. So one of my purposes on this earth is to help others through their struggles. So it really, it showed me that now I have more than just book learning. I have this experience where I just get it. You know, I really
Do
understand
you
every
feel like
part
it
of it.
helped you to completely surrender to a higher power?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
think the challenges, the challenges I've faced, I feel like they've been a crash course, and we're going to teach you how to surrender.
Oh, yeah.
And you
They
really
will.
do.
You do. You
Yeah.
surrender, and I no longer looked at it as something negative.
hmm
I saw the beauty of it. And that's so hard to understand unless, like I said, unless you've been there, you don't
Right.
understand that this is something that's beautiful. And the way it changed me was beautiful. So yeah, so that's been some of my experiences with the angels and getting to know them more. That's what this whole thing is about, getting to be inundated in their energy and really feeling them prominently there with you that whole time. And you can ask them anything you want. You can sit and listen. I meditated with them. Every time I would sit in meditation and just feel them like surrounding me. They were totally surrounding me with energy every time I would meditate.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So the group, for those of you who might be interested that haven't yet, it's hosting the Archangels. And Lisa Jo Davis was the one that started that group years ago. I was there when she first started it. And Lisa is somebody I've worked with closely with energy healing. She is a Time Heals master teacher, which means that she trains other people in how to do this modality as well. Beautiful individual. She's on the West Coast out in California, so it's hard to invite her here because it's like 4:30 in the morning for her when we start our group. Okay, so we've got some prayer requests, and thank you all for listening to me. All right, prayer requests. Stacy, please pray for a friend who lost her son a few days ago. Absolutely.
Yes.
I know we've got more. I've been talking, so I have missed all the prayer requests. Gabby, prayers for the air elementals. They need healing. Prayers for the clouds and skies.
Oh, does Gabby do paintings of crystal grids?
I don't know. Gabby, that's a good question.
Oh, she takes a photo of a crystal grid for each painting.
Okay, Prachetta says, Nabriti just messaged me. She is very unwell. She's been feeling bad for a few days. She says, though the doctors are saying it's viral and stomach flu, but the doctors are making her do lots of tests, COVID included. Nabriti sounded very weak. I sent some healing energy to her yesterday. I'll do another healing session for her. Oh, and Charles said it's okay if we want to change it to 6 o'clock for our 2-hour or 3-hour chanting session that we do on the 22nd. Right. Gabby says the sylphs can't keep up. They need help. and they need people to connect and help, please. Oh, did you see Christina? My angels have started doing grids around the earth. They showed me them. Christina, I don't know if you or anyone here has seen us do the lighting of the crystalline grid around Earth. It's a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. And I know I can find it on YouTube, so I'll share that into the group. We've done it a couple of times now. We've lit the grid and opened up where those vortexes of energy are. So yeah, the angels always come in and help with that as well. Group, Charles is asking what the group is. It's called Hosting the Archangels. All right, any more requests? You see anything?
Suzanne said, just checked. My daughter is in oral surgery. Please pray for her. She's getting wisdom teeth removed.
There's a lot of dentist appointments going on today. Pray
Where
for
is
Wendy.
Sharon? Gabby, is Sharon here today?
I haven't seen Sharon. And I don't see Wendy. Wendy also has a dentist appointment today. So like I said, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, I guess a lot were delayed. Prayers for Sharon Boyle.
Sharon Boyle, okay. And Prochetta, special good health prayers for Shantae, Tony, Wendy, Charlie, Nabriti, and Hope. And I haven't seen Hope on here. Special prayers of love and happiness for my beautiful fairy Teri. Prayers of courage, strength, and stability for Tracy, David, Pachir, Neil, and my so beautiful angelic river family. I love you all so much. We love you too, honey. Thank you. Okay, and definitely for Tony as well. So glad Tony's doing good. All right, so I'm missing a lot of these comments. So if you're putting in prayer requests, thank you for doing that. Okay, so I think we got most of them read for the prayer request. Marianne, do you have anyone you want to put in?
I want to put my children and my grandchildren.
Awesome. Right, let's do that. And I'd like to ask for prayers for me on this journey that I'm getting ready to embark on and getting everything ready. A lot of decluttering happening right now as I clean out things that they just got to go. Just got to go. So a lot of things that I'm giving away, and some of it I will keep and put in storage, but this is going to be a huge journey for me, and this is a huge undertaking. It's scary and exciting at the same time. So asking for prayers for myself.
Are you moving? Are you going to be moving?
I am. Yeah, you can say that. I'm leaving where I'm living currently at the end of this month, and I'm traveling. I'm going to meet people, and I'm going to Michigan. I'll be with Sally and Tony to do some training. I'm training people in the.
Are you putting your stuff in storage?
I'm getting rid of as much as I can, and I'm just keeping like essential stuff that I don't want to lose. I'll put that in storage, but yeah, everything's going. And
that's exciting.
I'm just going. That's what they told me to do. Just get out there and go. So Marianne, you may be seeing me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely need strength to keep focused on this journey that they've shown me is what's in the now for me.
That's an exciting announcement.
Yes, I made that announcement the other day on on Gratitude Happy Hour. That was the first time I had spoken it out loud. So yeah, you all were hearing it too, and my family's.
So are you going to keep a lot of stuff, or are you just going to try to get rid of things?
Getting rid of it. Yeah, it's going. Material possessions. It's like, nope, it's going.
Wow.
Yeah. So it'll be just me, myself, and I hitting the road.
You are a Virgo.
a gypsy too.
You're a gypsy.
Yeah, but I'll be going around doing some training. So if anybody that's listening wants to put something together where you want me to come in and train in energy healing or anything that I work with, I'm that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going, and
Nice.
I'm hearing to go to the sacred mountains. So I will be going to Sedona. I'll be going to Mount Shasta,
Oh,
and
I
I'll be
love
going to
Sedona.
India. Yeah, I'm going to India in February. So, it's just going to be a lot of travel for right now. And my friends here are not happy. Well, some of them are thrilled, but some of them are like, you are coming back, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Are you going to go to Australia?
I want to.
Nice.
I want to. All right, so let's do our meditative prayer because I have to get out of here this morning. I have a client I'm going to see after this. And Christina says, I just got a flash for Teri for her to please take time to rest and sleep during the changes. Not a negative message, though, feels positive about it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll have my downtime and going to those places where I know I'm led to go. I'll just build into that earth energy and that will recharge me and make me stronger. It feels almost like a peace pilgrimage. It's what it feels like. And
Wow.
going out to where the people are. This is what I've felt for so long, is to be where the people are. And I'm intending for COVID to end by November 18th. I'm chanting for it. I'm really, putting that out there. And
Sally, when did this happen? Just recently?
what's that?
She said, pray for the group of young ladies who came into the center and shoplifted their way right through the center.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
yes, let's pray for them. And that's their karma. So no judgment, just we have to live with the consequences of our actions. So
Right.
just loving them in whatever comes forth for them. And Sally, I'm sorry that happened with your
I
center.
am too.
Oh, it happened last week.
Mm.
Oh,
Are you
Jean
leaving the
Lorio.
center open while you're doing massage or yoga classes?
Yeah, that might be something that happens there. And Jean says, Sally, who knows, but that something they took might open their heart. Love your attitude. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Okay, so let's do this meditation. Oh my gosh, this time has just so flown.
Perchetta is asking about Linda. Her test was negative.
It was negative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She's just not an early bird. We keep trying to drag her on here, but she just is not that early riser to get on here with us. Yeah, Tony says definitely lessons learned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just take a breath in right now. We've had a lot of energy this morning and a lot of things that have come up to be healed. So as we focus on what's in our hearts, let's release anything that's low vibration. Release any energy that's anything other than love. Let's just go to that place where everything is working perfectly. Everything that happens has a purpose to it. There's no accidents, there's no coincidences. Whatever we encounter in life, whoever we encounter in life, is there at our calling. We called everybody that we interact with. And we called them for a lesson or for a blessing or both. And those that came in for a time, let's release them with love after they leave our energy, whether it was because we weren't in alignment or because that purpose was met. What we came together for is done, and we created or co-created, and now it's time to let go. And when we let go of people and places and material things, our energy changes, it shifts, and we go more into the knowledge of who we are, seeing the bigger picture. So let's all look at that bigger picture today. Let's look at our world. Let's look at the changes that are happening in our world, changes that we create. We create things the way we want them to be. So with us putting forth a positive energy, we're effecting positive change. When we dwell on what's going wrong in the world, we're bringing more of that forward. What we focus on expands. So focus on the positive right now. Bring in the love with your breath and breathe out the love all over Mother Earth, to every inhabitant, to the animals especially. Let's ask for protection for our beautiful animals on Earth, protection for our waterways, protection for our trees, our plants, the crops that are used to feed our bodies. And let's ground into Mother Earth's energy. We've just had this beautiful full moon, and that energy went right to the crystalline center of Earth, charging all those stones. Feel that energy now. Feel the energy coming upward from the crystals. And you might feel different types of energy as you focus. There may be energy coming to you for protection, or more of the love from the beautiful rose quartz. Or maybe the selenite is clearing your energy field right now, and you're starting to feel more fresh. Whatever is needed is what's going to come to you. And now breathe back in the love. See if there's a shift in your energy. Let's expand it even more. Let's expand that love out of our heart. Let's see it going where we're at. Those that are immediately surrounding us, let that love go to them. There may be neighbors that you're not getting along with, somebody that just doesn't match your vibration. Send love to them. Send this love out in your neighborhood. Send this love out in your state, wherever you may be. And then expand it out into your country or your nation. Now let's cover the whole earth with that love, the love that came right from your heart. Just send it forth. Love is the energy that heals. So as we're sending it, we're healing. And everyone that was placed in the circle, wherever they are in the world, let this love touch them. And let's all lift them up together, lifting them up for their prayers to be answered by God. Cutting the cord, we release the energy of the attachment to those prayer requests. We release anything that we thought would be the correct answer. And let that go. Let go of the expectation. And pull your energy back into your heart now. And let's ask for each of us to be covered with that white light coming directly from source energy. Let's ask for the angels to be with us today for guidance, for protection, to help us feel more centered and balanced. And let's start to share that love with each other that's gathered right here in this now moment. Let's just hold one person tight. Just reach your arms around them, pull them to you, and say to that person, I love you. Just imagine you can look in their eyes, making that eye contact, letting them see that love flowing from you through your eyes. Now let's do our tradition that we do every day here. Let's do the heart telephone. Marianne, would you like to lead
Three.
us in sharing this?
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love
I
you.
love you. I love you.
Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. I don't see Deirdre's comment yet, but I know that it's going to be there because she takes us out of here every morning with her beautiful words. And I invite anyone that's watching to stay with us at Enlightened World Network today as we bring you beautiful programming. I'll be on at 3 o'clock this afternoon, bringing messages from the angels as they channel messages through, and then those messages are translated into Spanish by Lily Ortega. So that happens at 3 o'clock today, if anyone would like to come in for that. May you have a beautiful, blessed day wherever you are and whatever is happening in your world. I hope it is something that's heartwarming for you today. Hold on to this love that you just received from everybody in our beautiful family. So are we ready to say those words to end our show?
Namaste.
Namaste, y'all. Bye, everybody. I love you.
Bye.
Marianne, thank you for being here. This is absolutely
Thank you, Terry,
beautiful.
for having me.
I loved having you. Oh, and just a reminder, all next week, the Zoom room is open. If y'all want to come in for the morning show and let's see each other, come on in. I'll put the link in the group.
Oh, wow, you're going to do a
Everybody.
bunch of people?
Whoever wants to come in.
Oh.
It's open. It's opened up next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.